What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video back, and today we're going to be checking out the Planet Coaster Console Edition, the first gameplay live stream. So they had a live stream a few days ago. I didn't even know this, so this is going to be my initial reactions to this live stream, which was on the 16th, and this is the 18th, so we're going to check this live stream out. I'm not going to watch the entire video. I'm going to skim through to the stuff that I think was a little interesting and stuff. But yeah, we're going to get some gameplay of the console edition. Super excited. So I just saw it browsing YouTube and I was like, oh, they had a live stream. Sweet. You know, I wish I should probably follow the community a little bit more, and that way maybe I can actually catch some of these live streams, maybe, if I'm available. But with that being said, let's get into it. There's Shantae. So since this is 56 minutes long, I'm not going to sit through that. I'm going to get through the entrance here. There's the menu. I like the menu. Like, it's similar to what the PC version is, but they kind of added a little bit to it, you know. Interesting. So we got continue, parks, career, challenges, sandbox in the bottom left. I can just barely see. So looks like it's got a lot of the same stuff there in that regard. So I wonder if they have any more new scenarios specifically made for the console edition. We'll have to see.
I am a producer on Planet Coaster Console, and I'm basically working.
All right, yeah, he's introducing himself. But so great team, by the way. Frontier, you're doing awesome, and hopefully Planet Coaster 2 is in the works. That's what I'm hoping. But I'm glad that the game's coming to console. I know a lot of people are glad that the game's coming to console. I'm super glad for those that maybe can't afford a high-end PC to run the game properly on PC. And now that they can play it on console, you know, they'll be able to play it on console. I'm going to check it out for sure, and I'll definitely have some content for you guys when that drops. Because I am going to have the PS5. Should be available, will be available on the PS5, so I'm going to try and get the PS5 as soon as I can, and that's kind of what I want to get it for, is the PS5, so we're on the next gen of consoles.
You know, we do constant reviews of the game as
well.
So
We're going to fast forward a little bit here. So this is Sandbox. It looks like we get about the same things. You can even have the custom option, so that's good to see that that's still going to be in there. So you can make a custom sandbox. Wait, is that even in the PC? Because this is sandbox, not scenario. I think it is. Could be going crazy.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm so buzzing for today.
Looking at the loading times, looks like it does take a little bit longer to load. Because on the PC it would have been loaded by now, especially for an empty park. So that could be something we could be seeing as some load times. Now look, you got some. It's definitely on a PlayStation. I don't know if they said they were PS4 or on a PS5. Oh yeah, it's coming to Mac as well. Mac users will be able to play the game.
So here we are. First thing people will notice is our brand new UI, which is looking very cool.
That's what I was figured they'd have to have a new UI.
This visible from your sofa, because generally when you're playing on a
So I figured you use the bumpers. And that's looks like what it's going to be doing for the tabs.
And the idea was it needs to be visible from all angles, really. So let's have a navigate through. Should we start with the pathing?
Let's do it, everyone, honestly.
And I'd imagine you move around with the sticks. So R3 to change height. Yeah, it is very smooth. Like, it looks like they did a lot on optimization, and visually so far, of course I haven't seen much, it looks good.
And that is the always active panel. So the idea with this is that as you're building your path here, which is controlled using the left stick, you just point the left stick in the direction you want it to go, and that's it.
So I'm guessing the camera kind of follows wherever you move it to.
Directional pad on the controller. So if at any time you want to change the length or the width, angle snap, path joining, anything else, you've got all the different settings.
I wonder if you can do the stuff with the joints to make the smooth pads.
The idea is you don't need to stop anything you're doing in the park. So say you want to build,
I imagine you can.
and then you want to, I don't know, switch to a different type of pad.
Look how fast you can place those pads.
With, if I go back up to it,
In PC, it actually takes a second for the pads to place down. This, you can just
go along.
bam, bam, bam.
This one now.
I like that.
This is going to create a very strange looking park. I'm aware of this.
So that's the first thing I've kind of noticed with this is the path joints. The path, it actually is very, very smooth. Like it's like when you click in PC, for example, it takes sometimes forever for that path to just place down. This you can just keep clicking and it will just go.
Really, really nice system, and the idea with this is that it's really quick to use on a pad, and you can build massive paths in.
Like, look how fast you can go.
Really intuitive. You've got all the options that you have on the.
But
PC
can you do the joints
and,
in between?
Yeah, it's just super, super intuitive to use.
The way it's looking, you might be able to.
You've got various features as well, like raising and lowering. They're all still in there. So you want to raise and lower that. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Lower that, change the angle. That's all on. We have on PlayStation it's the square button. On Xbox it's the X button.
Yeah.
And that is your modifier key. So that will.
Nice.
Planet Coaster
So.
is, as I'm sure anyone who's played it before will know, you can go into a crazy amount of detail and depth with the building.
So let's take a look. They have some blueprints they're placing down here.
And bam, there you go. That's your shop down.
It's so
And
easy.
alongside that, if you want to build something slightly different, so what should we put down here? Mexcellente.
Excelente.
So it works with a similar theme, but the idea is they're all different, and you've got almost every shop is covered by this. So you place those down.
And of course, you can do piece by piece building. I don't know if they'll show that.
Trees and rocks and shrubs. You know,
Yeah.
the bits you fill the park up with.
So he's just placing down a lot of blueprints, and they got some nice blueprints in there. That's great for the people that
So these are all pre-built, so you can place those down.
So looking pretty good.
A favorite in
Scenery, we're still in scenery, which is fine.
triangle or Y, depending on the control you're using.
Yeah.
And at any point you can access the most frequent used option.
Now I know there's a lot of different controls and stuff. I'm not going to be really going in depth because I'm sure I'll figure it out and it all works. I'm just kind of going to see the different stuff, how smooth the gameplay is and stuff like that, and
Grand entrance,
kind of see if I see any DLC items, which I doubt.
snap mode. And you
Oh,
can
there's a
adjust
coaster.
The snap distance as well. If you're pretty cool to see it finally all coming together and getting to
I
see
like
the
all the
different
coasters.
and things. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And people are saying the controls look intuitive. That's because they are. They feel really, really nice to use.
Trying to see if I can see any DLC items, DLC coasters.
Controller to build a coaster. Because it's just such an intuitive way to do it. So
Yeah.
looking at coaster building,
It's definitely interesting.
we've also added blueprints to this as well. As you'll see, there's a lot more coasters here. So some of these were put together by the art team. Some were put together. There's even a production one in here. I
So
believe.
you can do it by point of view. You
But
can,
yeah, so if you want to pre-build
I'm looking
this,
at that,
you've
just
got the
skipping
options
ahead.
here,
So
and you can just place one down really simply and easy.
yeah, let's take a look at the building.
Go into the create custom. So this is a whole new UI, as people who've played on PC will attest to. And the idea here is you've got everything you want at a glance. So you can see all of the different types. You can see all of the track lengths and the banking angles and max drop and everything.
But can you turn off?
We place down F25.
Can you disable the track limits like you can in PC?
Let's go for
That's a good question.
a standing coaster.
Who uses a standing coaster?
So as you'll see, the grid is still on because I left it on. So you can
Oh.
place your coaster station on a grid if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But what I'll do is I'll
Interesting.
turn that off because we want complete freedom. So, as with objects, your rotation is on L1 and R1, or the bumpers if you're on Xbox. But you can use the X button or the square button as a modifier with the left stick
Yeah.
to rotate it or raise and lower it.
Nice.
But let's start building because everybody wants to see the coaster.
Of course.
Okay, so first thing it's going to do is prompt you to build a chain lift because in order to go down, you've got to go up first.
Yeah.
So let's put it up to maximum speed.
Or unless you start up from the station. Oh my
Let's-
gosh, what is
what
this?
I'm gonna do is, we're looking at this and thinking,
I'm thinking that's one of the most unrealistic lift hills. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just kidding. I know he's just showing it off, so.
could be much cooler than this. So let's put it into this.
Lloyd is very proud of it.
It's cool how you can go in that camera while building.
I didn't build it or anything. It was people much
That's
better
interesting.
who did this. But yeah, here we go. Let's build a coaster on this. So we'll go back
Don't
to
know.
the
I don't think I would look at
chain lift going down the hill, let's move
that
this.
way. I'd
Now,
probably view it a few
so I can
times,
see the
but
floor, which is terrifying. I'm going to turn off angle snap because I want complete freedom on this, which yeah, is an interesting one. Let's go back up. So I'm going to come out of this camera mode just a minute because I want to show you the way the camera works. Oh, I'd already come out of it. Interesting. Okay.
I figured the camera would kind of follow it as it went.
3P music says hashtag Lloyd.
What's really cool is, and you can't tell this because obviously you're not here, the controller is rumbling. As I'm going up this chain lift,
Oh, some rumble.
chain lift through the controller.
Feels like we're on it.
Exactly.
I should have moved the
How's the
camera
smoothing on the?
while we were on it. That would have been good.
That'd have been awesome. Although I wouldn't want to be on this coaster because look how fast it's going through.
Oh
these
yeah.
turns. Yeah.
So,
There we are.
Gotta smooth it out, man.
The building itself is a very cool, fun, and essentially a simple process.
Make everyone feel sick. Let's back out of that.
It feels really optimized. I'm
So,
curious
the
of.
ride isn't accessible.
I'm very curious of if you get into like a big park and stuff, if you're gonna see any dips in performance. That's what I'm curious of.
Again, you've got the one that's the Black Falcon.
I love a wing coaster.
There we go. That's placed down. I don't know where this coaster is. It's somewhere.
Don't
around
like the
there.
blueprints honestly, but you know.
That's flying along. And you can actually
Again,
follow
I'm more of a
this
realistic guy, so
step
I like
because the way
realistic
we've got
stuff.
the control setup means it's taken about an hour to put. Really important because.
So we got here. This is a scenario.
So here we are. This is my park that I put together in.
Oh, his park.
It's just a very basic, small Western themed thing with a little, minecart roller coaster over here.
He's got a decent amount in there, not a whole lot, but still looks very smooth gameplay, which is good.
This is what you can put together very quickly and easily using your blueprint system.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, blueprints. I very rarely use blueprints. Sometimes, but not that often.
in your browser, and that's it. You're good to go. You can access it at any time.
Brilliant. Very easy.
And again, from there you can also do your movement. So if you want to
What's all these screens?
go to certain shops at certain times or certain rides,
Ah.
especially useful for your security guards if you think there's a crime hotspot in the park. What else have we got? You've got your finance options. So this is where you access all your cash flow. This is like
Nice. So this is kind of like
you
the
really get into
park
this,
management
deep into the details,
UI.
profits and your losses.
Yeah.
Chief Beef 3 is open. Somebody
Yeah,
said
Chief
the
B3.
option, and what this does is it pulls the terrain up
Ah, terrain building.
in the direction that the cursor's facing.
Yeah.
So what you can do from this is you can hold the square button or the X button, and you can adjust the intensity on the fly. You can also adjust the size of it on the fly without using the options menu. So you can build this out here. I don't know, say if you want to build a tunnel,
Nice.
put the intensity right up, build the size up a little bit, put a tunnel in here.
Yeah, people were asking about tunneling, so
There
it's
we go.
still doable.
Yeah, so you've still got
Practice
things like
console
auto tunnel, they're still
Yeah.
there. You can still just wrap around the ride like I have done here. So this ride will now go through the tunnel I've just built. So that's really cool. But at the same time, if you want to paint it, you can. You can just change that there. You've got your painting options.
It's been recorded so I can watch it again.
So everything in the PC version is pretty much in this, which is good to see.
Things are all here.
Good to see.
I just love living it.
However,
Even fireworks and display sequencers, nice.
so this is all of the options here. So what
I like to see that.
controls work, and you can set the
Oh, we got the
as well.
Yeah.
So you can
shootout
the
ride.
ramp on this build is a little bit weird with the radial menu.
Expansion packs, things like that.
Oh, wait, she said something about expansion packs.
Thing that you'll be able to share your creations on. But yeah, as I said, we'll be showing more on that very soon. Very brilliant shooting ride. I love.
So I think she said something about you'll be able to share your creations. Obviously, I mean, again, it's gonna be a little different because we don't have like the Steam Workshop or anything, but I'm sure they have some online feature that you can do where you can go download blueprints and stuff.
The shooting ride, Lorenzo. Big fan. People asking about DLC and expansion packs, things like that. We have nothing to announce regarding DLCs, expansions. People are asking about PC. This stream is entirely focused on Planet Coaster Console Edition. Please direct any other questions that you may have to our forums. So just search Frontier Forums via your search engine.
So nothing to announce on the DLCs yet. So I'd imagine there's no DLC. It's just going to be the base game as if you didn't have any DLC. That's what I originally predicted, and I feel like they're going to add DLC for the consoles eventually, the ones that are already in existence. So like the Spooky Pack, Adventure Pack, all that stuff. I'm sure they're going to do that. She said they have nothing to announce on it. So, in other words, they're not ready to say anything about that yet. It's not ready to be revealed or anything like that. So I think they will come. It just will be at a later date, and they'll import that stuff into the game later. I don't think we'll have any Theme Maker's Toolkit items, options, or anything like that in this game, unfortunately. So if you want any custom 3D objects, it's not going to happen. But you still get all the base game stuff. And so the only issue I have with this is that, you know, without the DLC, you don't have the DLC stuff in there, you know, like all the rides, extra rides, like the ride packs and stuff, which I think are great to have, just to get all the extra flat rides and coaster types and everything in there. So, I mean, there's still a good selection on the base game, but like there's still not all the stuff that I want, you know. So we'll see when it comes out how much there is. And of course, people are in the chat asking about DLC for PC. Guys, there's not anything more coming to PC, I don't think. I'd be very surprised if they did any more DLC or any additions. The only thing I could see is maybe some bug fixes and some patch stuff, which they haven't done that in a while either. So.
Ask questions, provide feedback, anything like that. On our forums, somebody's asking, kind of Craft says, what about toolkit items? So the Theme Maker's Toolkit will not be available on Planet Coaster Console Edition.
There's your answer. And I was right. See, and you know, hopefully no one gets upset about that, because there's not really much Frontier could do about that. It's a console edition, so you're not going to be able to get features like Theme Maker's Toolkit, because you can't really upload this to the consoles. You know, it's a completely different platform, and there's not really an option. You can't like do a 3D object and import it into the game, because we're not in a computer. We can't do that. So it's just not really possible. So I don't blame them for anything there. You know, it doesn't surprise me that Theme Maker's Toolkit isn't in there. The only way I could see it is somehow they could upload the stuff that's on PC and somehow make it downloadable on Planet Coaster Console Edition, but I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. So if you're on console and you're hoping to have Theme Maker's Toolkit, it's not gonna happen. Sorry, guys. And I kind of figured that already. So.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Miss Ellie doing some entertaining.
So it doesn't look like they do much more.
That Golden Rex is the best entertainer.
But it looks great. Like I haven't really seen many performance issues at all. It looks very smooth, which is very surprising to me. You know, I wasn't expecting the game to run very well, but of course we're gonna put that to the test as soon as we get our hands on this game. We're gonna try and open up a big park and try and add a lot of stuff. You know, we'll make a big park or something on console.
So if you want the coaster to come into the station, then fireworks to fire.
Now, I probably won't play the console edition very much, but I definitely want to test it out. You know, I think it would be definitely cool, you know, because I have a PlayStation set up in my bedroom and everything, you know, just chill out, laying down, and I could just, you know, build. You know, I think that'd be kind of cool. So that's the main thing, you know, when I'm on the PC version, you know, I'm in my office, you know, like this, you know, and I can't just lay down and relax with a controller, you know, or, you know, having a controller and stuff. So, but overall, I'm super excited. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too.
Either of those things. Just saw something else.
But those of you that are disappointed that there's no DLC, I would say be patient. I'm sure there will be eventually, because they could definitely make a lot more profit getting the DLC in there, so, or making it available.
Making them soon. We know you're all excited. We know you're waiting, and we can't wait to reveal when the game will launch. But as as an estimated time, we're saying holiday 2020, which is basically between November and the end of the year. So
Yeah, I've been expecting around November, December, so.
custom lighting.
Absolutely, you can. But, you know, by custom lighting, you mean you can set the lights up however you want. You can do. You can adjust the colours. You can do all sorts on them. You can even set them to go on and off in time with these sequencers. So if you want to say, I don't know, build a coaster that goes through a tunnel, and as it goes through the tunnel, there's a strobe effect. You can do that. You can change the colour as it goes through the tunnel. You can do whatever you like.
Yep.
A whirlwind. But I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for joining me today, Lloyd.
But it looks great.
It's really cool to see how excited everyone is for it. It's really
They
exciting
ported it over to the
as well.
console a lot better than I thought they would. And I applaud them for that.
Hearts for Lloyd. Did a brilliant job today. But thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. We hope to see you again soon. As I said, stay tuned to our social channel.
Bye bye.
Oh, bye. So there you have it. You know, obviously I'm not going to watch the whole thing because I just kind of wanted to watch a little bit of the gameplay on some key items and stuff. So everything looks fantastic. The frame rate didn't really look like it dipped in any way, you know, and it looks it just looks great. So I give a lot of credit to Frontier to be able to figure out how to port this over to console and still get some good performance out of it. It looks like it's going to be an awesome addition for them, and I'm glad that they can get out to make the community bigger with more people out there. So it's great to see some Planet Coaster stuff just in general, even if it is just a port over to the console edition. I was one of those. You can look back at my other videos or live streams. You guys know I was like, this is a PC game. It's never coming to console. And I'm glad I got proven wrong. I even made a video how I'm glad I got proven wrong. Awesome. And then for you Mac users as well, it's going to be coming to the Mac as well, which is awesome to see. So they're really expanding the community, which is going to be awesome. So everyone's going to be able to get their hands on this game and play it. So it's amazing, and all you console gamers, I know you guys are excited as well. I'll definitely be getting the PS5 as soon as it launches. Can't wait to get my hands on it, because there's a lot of games I'm excited for the PlayStation 5. Cannot wait. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction kind of to the console edition for Planet Coaster, and I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. I apologize for the lack of uploads and stuff. I have had a very bad low motivation streak lately, and it sucks. I really want to be streaming. I really want to be getting content out to you guys, but it has just been a horrible motivation thing, and I'm starting to get back up on my motivation. Like I've got a little bit going up, and I saw this and I was like, you know what, I'll film my reaction. Why not give you guys something for right now? And I just my creativity and motivation has been very low lately, so I apologize for that. And when I'm not motivated and stuff, I don't feel like I'm going to create good content for you guys. So that's why it's been so long. So, but I'm still trying to get a little bit here at a time, and I don't have no excuses really, and I know you guys want content, so, and there's a lot of stuff I need to do. I need to work more on Silver City recreation. I need to work on Riley Fast and everything like that. Some of those series that you guys have been waiting for months, and I haven't delivered. So, but there'll be more stuff very, very soon. I'm going to get my motivation level back up and everything. I have another PC build coming up, so we'll see that coming here pretty soon. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys have a great day. And even cooler tomorrow. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Thanks, and goodbye.